Hello, everybody. My name is Puppetine. Here once again on the Geeky Puppet Show today for what? For Spider. Oh, sorry. It's just Marvel Team Up.
Yes.
But it features Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we get into this issue, let's meet our cast and crew. Playing that wall crawler himself is Froggy.
Hi.
He's still depressed. If you look over there, you can see also depressed, but he's having a cigarette. It helps. It's Eric Breen.
I need you to do something for me.
Yes.
I need you to go back to the opening credit. And underneath that little thingamajigger under Puppetine, put X. Because at this point, we're all sick of it. Do you understand, kid?
Yeah.
I guess.
Dang.
And you see, he laughs at us. Oh, okay.
If you look below,
What a bastard.
If we don't matter anymore, just say so.
And if you look on the bottom right corner, there's trouble.
it's Trusty's sidekick.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's not that friend.
Look away.
I wasn't talking
yet.
to that.
Darkness is my old friend, I'll have you know.
We know why he's not your friend anymore.
I need a new job.
And the one we're bullying, Zach.
Yep, I'm the victim here. If you would like to donate to my charity, please leave a super chat or a Ko-Fi donation.
That's right.
If you want to donate to his Go Mock Me, it's
Yeah. My only roast.
Lastly, playing every woman in the world to us, it's Miranya.
Good evening, everyone. Why am I here?
Zach,
You're the only one I was able to get through the
I
entire
just want to
intro
say
for.
that I want to donate to Zach's his GoFundMe, whatever. That way he can wash his white sheets.
Yeah, bleach is expensive these days.
It is.
okay, doke.
Ha 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 ha.
Marvel team up Spider-Man
Yeah.
and Shang-Chi,
Hi.
the Black Widow,
Da.
and Nick Fury,
Hell yeah.
the Spider-Man who fell to Earth.
Ooh, nice David Bowie reference.
Mm-hmm.
Take us away, sweet narrator.
Narrator.
I apologize. I had mutated myself.
He was
She could not see the unmute button.
That is correct.
muty.
I think you're muty too. Oh. Stan Lee presents Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Yes.
the Black Widow,
Da.
not Shang-Chi,
Hi.
and Nick Fury.
Hell yeah.
Chris Claremont, writer, Sal Buscema, and Steve Leialoha, artists. Clem Robbins, letterer. Ben Shawn, colorist. Alan Milgrom, editor. Jim Shooter, editor-in-chief.
Hell yeah.
Hail to the king.
It all started so simply. He had seen a young woman trapped in a Manhattan alleyway by a gang of muggers. Without a second thought, he had gone to her rescue. Now, less than a day later, that instinctive, impulsive decision may cost the amazing Spider-Man his life. The woman who never was.
You know, if we end it right here, I don't have to worry about that crap later on, 20 years later.
It's true.
I took a hefty charge from Silver Samurai's energy sword. Only glancing blow. The body's in shock. I can't move my arms, legs, and can barely think. And I'm falling to the ground 2 miles up.
Free falling.
Above, in a battle-torn stateroom aboard S.H.I.E.L.D.'s helicarrier headquarters, is the woman Spidey saved, though she looks and now fights like the legendary Black Widow. Until a few minutes ago, she believed herself to be a schoolteacher named Nancy Rushman. She was sleeping with the captain of the football team, and at the moment, she, Nick Fury, and Shang-Chi are fighting for their lives against a horde of hypnotized S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Supreme Headquarters, International Law Enforcement Division. The helicarrier has been taken over by Viper, who, with Silver Samurai's aid,
Hey,
means to use it to stage a political assassination that will rock the world.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Viper's getting away, but if I'm to save Spider-Man, I'll have to let her go. Part of me is still terrified of stunts like this. Part of me takes it in stride. He hasn't fallen far. I've got to catch him with my weblock.
Copyright.
like, don't sound so excited. I mean, gosh.
Got him.
My
Now-
neck snapped.
Oh, no, it didn't. There was no snap on the front, so there. Now for the hard part. Oh, my. I have to snag the helicarrier before we build up so much momentum
That was the ankle you grabbed, honey.
that the shock of suddenly jerking to a stop kills us both. There. As I planned, we're hooked onto the hull at an angle, turning the two of us into a giant pendulum where we swing, baby. I have to give Spidey as much speed as I can, enough for him to reach the helicarrier, where he can use his spider powers to fasten himself to the hull. He's almost there, but the strain, he's heavier than I thought.
I'm not fat.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to be torn apart.
We have a lot in common, Spider-Man.
I hate you, Huck.
No,
Wow.
I'm Kingpin.
While above,
You have done your best, Widow, but you have failed. I am honored that mine is the hand that slays you.
The Silver Samurai, he cut my line.
once more, without warning, her mind turns topsy-turvy.
When she said he cut my line, you should have just started the narration. He cut my...
The cool, fearless persona of the Black Widow is replaced by that of Nancy Rushman, who faces certain death, can't help but think of the quarterback. Can't help but scream.
Red's falling. But I've got a few seconds before that line joining us pulls taut. And hopefully enough momentum to still reach the hull. Gotta stretch as far as I can. Gasp! I made it. Not done yet. Red caught me. Now I'll return the favor. Harg! Lucky I gouged fingers into the hull for handhold, but no strength left. Can't pull right. Can barely stay. About me. Hydra.
Meanwhile, up on the helicarrier's command deck,
Quartermain, activate the intruder interdiction system. Seal all security bulkheads and flood the ship with knockout gas. We may outnumber Fury and his kung fu fighter companion, But after all that's happened, I'm in no mood to take any more chances.
I'm doing Quarterman, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes, Commander.
His name's Clay, not Alan.
That's Commander Baby.
And outside the storeroom. Move fast, Chi. We only trashed one battle squad. There's a lot more where they came from.
I need no urging, Colonel.
But I like the sound of my voice.
What?
You heard me.
No, not that.
Security bulkhead. Sealing the corridor ahead of and behind us. We're boxed in.
Wham!
Did you hear that sound? It's
Explosions!
Can we... Can we not hold our breaths?
What are you, touched in the head, kid? Won't do any good. One drop anywhere on your skin will put you out for a week.
By now, Fury and his friend are helpless, and Spider-Man
Yeah.
Yes.
and the Black Widow
Oh, yeah.
have fallen to their well-deserved deaths.
Oh, no.
We take you now to the chamber of the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, the President of these United States.
The victory I've worked towards so long is finally at hand. In that one chamber are gathered the President, the Vice President, Senators, Congressmen, the Cabinet, the Supreme Court, the Joint Chiefs of Staff,
And so on and so on.
And the pizza boy.
and the Beats Boy, the core of America's government.
Except for that one guy, the survivor guy.
That's right.
Pizza Boy, the core of America's government.
He makes sure that nobody has pineapple on their pizzas, okay?
Before this speech is done, they will all die.
Of old age.
30 minutes or less?
Or boredom. I will crash the helicarrier into the Congress and grind it into rubble. America will be leaderless, paralyzed, and into that vacuum will step my revolutionary brothers and sisters.
My fellow Americans, I speak to you tonight.
No power on earth can stop me now.
Having a good time?
Wanna bet, sweetheart?
Fury, but how?
As the corridor had filled with gas, Colonel Fury led me into an airtight maze of passageways, which he said were known only to him, designed for just such a situation. Man, this man is really paranoid. I can waste no more time on idle thought. This room is thick with armed men. I must deal with them.
Blast. Only one narco dart left in my gun. I'd better make this shot count. Quatermain!
Ah!
It is a perfect shot. Clay Quartermain is out cold before he has even begun to fall. But his own speed and skill with a gun are almost as phenomenal as Fury's. He fires even as he falls, the heavy magnum slug catching Fury in the shoulder, slamming him to the deck. Oh, I thought I fell out of the helicarrier. Arg!
I hear the gunshot and hear the scream. Is he falling? Oh no, he's just dramatic. And see Colonel Fury fall in a pool of blood.
That makes one of us.
His wound may be serious, yet I cannot go to his aid.
You are doomed, Shang-Chi. Your martial arts skill matters nothing against a blade which slices through steel as easily as butter.
Many people believe this energy crisis to be a hoax foisted upon us by profit-hungry oil companies. It is not. It is the most serious threat our nation and I have faced since my brother Billy ran out of beer.
Woohoo!
I must,
Reed?
I must talk to Reed Richards about getting some for Billy.
Samurai, I thought I saw something outside the observation window. Look,
By all the gods, it can't be.
It's
Why
a
did
Bud
you
Light.
turn French?
Oh, yes, they can, Sammy baby. It's Spider-Man and the Black Widow, alive and well, spun for a fight. We brought Bud Light.
How quickly and unexpected. The fortunes of war can change.
me, Spidey first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Face the facts, Samurai Jack. It's all over. And you, Viper, have lost. But you're still good looking, though. Call me.
Fools, words cannot stop us. I'll give you my WhatsApp later. Not even death itself can defeat us. So long as I hold this computer control module, the helicarrier is mine to command, and my final victory is assured. Hold them there, Samurai, no matter what the cost.
It matters not whether world crude oil reserves are sufficient to meet this here's needs or those of the next decade. My brother is run out of beer.
It actually says matters.
Nothing else matters.
Take the Samurai, Spidey. Viper is mine.
Red! No! She's sounding and acting like Widow. Oh, dear God, I'm stuck with Paul. But if she reverts to Nancy Rushman again, Viper will murder her. Those gams! No! Shang, go after her. Be useful. And don't argue. Just go, boy. I'll handle the samurai. Because I'm American. I can handle samurais.
I go, but I am filled with doubts.
Bastard.
I have fought against and beside Spider-Man.
Yes.
I know his ability, but even he has limits.
I do not.
And after all he has endured tonight, I fear he has gone well beyond them.
Long have I prayed for this moment, Insect.
He is an arachnid.
My crotch!
Oh, wow!
Oh.
Dang.
Let's hear you sing soprano. At last, we meet in single combat. A duel to the death, but I will win. This time, no matter how hard you try, you will not escape!
Scram!
Yeah, right. Nutshot.
Sooner or later, beer and all fossil fuels will run out. We must recognize once and for all that my brother is something of an alcoholic and that our planet's resources are finite.
You're not getting my beer.
Oh no.
I revoke your charter, you son of a bitch.
Jimmy Carter pulls out the Infinity Gauntlet.
Escape! Sammy Hagar! Perish of thought! Ah, nuts. These armor blunts the force of my punches.
I can drive 55.
My big edge is speed and drugs. Oh, God. Oh, God. He is that...
First slugging her.
His is that first slug in there.
Don't help him.
Word. Sword. I was more confused by his is that. Who says that? That's wrong grammar. And boy, does he know how to use it. The girls must be happy.
Mm-hmm. Viper is.
I'll bet he could give Torshiro Mifune a hard time. But as the saying goes, I got a few tricks in my sleeve. Yeah, here's some white stuff in your eyes.
Well, it's not
No,
white.
that's
Sammy.
purple.
It's purple in this panel.
I was hanging out with Thanos.
Oh.
Now, while he's blinded, I'll disarm him.
Look at his pixel fingers.
Not so fast, Cretan. There is more to a samurai, the ultimate warrior, than merely his weapon.
Nerve of this guy. Grab me. I'm sorry, Chuckles, but I don't swing that way. Gotta
Well, if
break
Mary
free.
Jane won't. You should
I've
take
seen
advantage
you
of what
swinging
can.
both ways.
One time.
It was college.
Harry was good looking. I couldn't help it.
Oh, God.
It was his cornrows. His hair.
That hair.
Harry Osborn.
He's yanking me back off my feet. Boy, is he trying to sweep me off my feet as ever. I'll go with the movement and flip my legs toward the ceiling. Yeah. Harder. I figured. Oh, God, it hurts. Once I'm stuck tight, I simply will lever myself free with my arms. Voila. And, Sammy's Hager's floating around trying to go 55, wondering where I went. I'll finish this fracas with a haymaker. Pow! Right to your mother. Man, am I beat. I sure hope Red and Shang have an easier time with Viper. I mean, they are the weaker sex and race.
What?
What? Go. Carter.
We must choose, my friends, between sacrificing a little today so that my brother will have beer tomorrow, and how in the hell am I still alive in 2023?
That's a good question.
She moves swiftly through the dark, silent ship, wondering how in the hell Jimmy Carter can still be alive in 2023. A shadow among shadows, with a grace and sinuous power that would do a tigress proud. Only her face betrays her, as her mind switches madly from her widow persona to Nancy Rushman and back again. She is still unsure which identity is truly her, but with each passing minute, more and more memories take shape in her mind. She is on a personal mission to put Peter Parker back in the friend zone. To the Far East, too.
It was so close.
When she uncovered Viper's plans. Before she could warn Nick Fury, she was betrayed and captured. Viper wanted to find out how much she knew, how much she had told Fury. The interrogation lasted days, the nights, however.
Girl on girl action.
Oh my.
She's being tortured.
I'd say so.
Despite Viper's best efforts. I'm just going to leave that alone. She refused to talk. That the ball gag might have had something to do with that. And
And the safe word.
thanks to tough to say through a ball gag, or so I am told. To a careless guard, she saw a chance to escape. She took it.
He was a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Oof.
But her ordeal had taken a terrible toll. To protect itself, her mind retreated into a shell, taking refuge behind a persona that was the antithesis of the Black Widow. An unassuming, all-American school teacher, quarterback seducing Nancy Rushman.
I was so badly hurt, though, that without Spider-Man's and Peter Parker's efforts, I might have stayed in that safe character forever. I wonder, would that have been so tragic a fate? Huh? Shang-Chi.
Or continuing in our profligate ways, thereby forcing our grandchildren to make harsh, brutal sacrifices merely in order to provide my brother with beer.
Do
Work
not be
faster,
alarmed.
kids. I need more beer.
Do not be alarmed. Have sake. It's better. I am here to help.
To make beer?
Uh-huh. I appreciate the gesture, my friend, but no, what I do, I must do alone.
Oh my.
I understand her spirit is torn between two life paths. For her to be whole, those differences must be reconciled. Her inner conflict is much like the one I have faced since leaving my father's house in Hunan?
Hunan.
No,
Hunan.
Hunan.
Hunan, yeah.
Don't
My
talk
bad.
dumb.
Black Widow, behind you!
What? Viper.
Viper, no.
Of course. No need to be so solitary, Natasha. Two can die by my hand as easily as one.
With not enough case for Zack. There is no time for thought, only for action, as I push the Black Widow out of the bullet's path. So,
No, that
and as I made my life choice long ago in Dr. Petrie's study.
Petrie?
Shang's debut
Damn
in
right.
Special Marvel Edition 15. I inked it, Al.
It's a good book.
Thank you.
So now must the Black Widow make hers.
Shang-Chi! You killed him!
You bastard!
I meant to kill you, and I will. Once I've stepped outside and taken care of business in the litter box, by pressing this switch,
Clack was still not enough K's for Zack.
I've turned off the helicarrier's main engines, and without my control module, there's no way they can be restarted.
Avengers!
Yes, even a device can scream. But in space, no one hears
No
it.
one hears it.
So it's kind of useless.
Mhm.
Around the two women who now stand high atop one of the rotor platforms, there is a sudden, eerie quiet as the basso roar of the carrier's four great engines dies away, and the huge rotor blades begin to spin slower and slower, nice and slow, see.
Mhm.
Almost immediately, the massive skycraft begins to lose altitude.
Easy, Colonel. I'm no doctor. And that bullet, it did do a lot of damage.
Shut up, will you? And listen.
So what? Hey, the engines!
They've been shut down. That must have been what Viper's control module was for.
Can we start them up again, or is it all for every single spider for himself?
I can't even relight my cigar. From the looks of things, Viper's gimmicked all the bridge command systems. Probably booby-trapped everything, too. She even knocked out the sandwich maker.
He said booby. Not the sandwich maker!
I am not the sandwich maker.
Our only
And the way-
chance, call Jimmy John's, is to rewire the main trunk lines. They're behind this wall. It's reinforced steel. Can you peel it back?
Oh, watch me. How much time do we have?
About 2 pages. Careful, kid. The smallest line in there carries over 1,000 volts.
Now he tells me.
My left arm's useless, and the rest of me is shaky from shock. You'll have to do most of the work. Just follow my lead. And do something we don't do in Marvel Comics anymore. Pray.
They do, just not on the right thing.
The trajectory is precisely planned to smash the helicarrier into the Capitol building. On impact, explosive charges will blow this ship and its target to smithereens.
Athanasio still cannot be reached for comment.
Yes. Look, get back. I got a line there. Get back, JoJo.
Oh.
You're insane. Hundreds of people will die. Now, yes, the warmongering leaders of this corrupt nation, their execution is long overdue, and in the revolution that will surely follow, all like them will die as well. No, innocents will die. Millions of people who've done no one any harm, whose only crime is that they exist. You speak so casually of death, Viper. I grew up with death. I've walked hand in hand with it all my life. I saw children starve in the ruins of Stalingrad, and men freeze solid as ice overnight. Because I know death so well. I know how supremely precious life is. Then enjoy what little is left you, fool, before I end it.
Next we cross-connect these babies, I think.
You think? Oh, man. Aren't you sure? And also, hey, Jimmy Carter's on the TV.
Yeah, I'm sure. The hip bone's connected to the thigh bone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing the best I can. But I ain't Tony Stark.
Damn right.
I can
Who's
tell
Tony?
because Carol Danvers ain't killed me yet.
Yet.
Marvel Comics, on the other hand,
Mm.
it is a fight to remember. The brawl to settle it all.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been better brawless, but I digress. Atop one of the engine maintenance platforms, with a massive propeller spinning slowly beneath the two women, and the city of Washington, located hundreds of miles from New York City.
New
York City!
Washington
Rushing
City.
up toward them. A duel of champions.
Yeah.
The contest of champions.
Viper draws first blood. The widow, like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is weary in both mind and body. Kind of like the response for Spider-Man just now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At first, that bone-crushing fatigue costs her dearly.
Oof.
But as the fight progresses, she reaches deep inside herself,
Oh my.
Too much information.
I wanna
drawing
know.
on her indomitable will. The result of saying her prayers, eating her vitamins. A part of her so special that even if she was the school teacher she'd once believed herself to be, it would have set her apart from other women. And by touching that unique corner of her soul, she finally truly knows who she is.
And grabs Viper's face.
A bad mama jamma.
Not Nancy Rushman, but Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow, the best secret agent in the world that everybody has heard of. Against her, Viper doesn't have a prayer.
You're beaten, Viper. Am I? How so? How so, widow, when in a matter of seconds, the helicarrier will utterly destroy the Capitol building? Before that happens, though, I'll give myself the satisfaction of ripping the living heart from your breast with my bare hands.
Oh my! Fury, we're out of time. We're missing the best part. Girl action.
Let me know if any of the tops come off, kid.
I think.
Then cross your fingers that it does. 'Cause here goes nothing.
Somehow, Viper, I don't think so. No, oh no. I'm going over the edge of the propeller hub.
And with a
Oh
calmness
no.
that belies the fact that she is about to go,
Yes.
even as Viper speaks, more in anger than fear.
See, there you go.
That sounded more like apathy, but who am I to judge? She reacts, her body twisting head over heels like a cat's.
Viper is the daughter of Ben Stein tonight. Oh no, Blades. God no.
I thought maybe someone had just won her money. Her arms grabbing for the nearest handhold.
Ah, very good, Viper. I couldn't have done it better myself in my younger days. I would have simply left you to your fate. But I'm older now, so I still look hot. Ha ha. Supposedly wiser. And I only kill when I have no alternative. So give me your hand. No false moves, though, or I'll drop you.
Suddenly,
The propeller, it's spinning. The engines have been restarted. Pull me up, Widow, quickly. The force of the propeller spin is pulling me out and away from you. Pull, in heaven's name, pull. I'm trying, you witch.
it is no use. Even at her full strength, it is doubtful the widow could have overcome the titanic counterforce set up by the propeller.
Those scans!
Oh!
Weak as she is, that was some emotive. She's barely able to hold on herself as Viper is torn from her grasp and hurled into Bolivia.
Yeah, no, she would be pulled down into those propellers. It's a red shower.
Ew.
Holy shit. Did you see what just happened to the Viper up there? That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. We are fond of calling ourselves a great nation, but a nation's greatness is proved by its deeds, not its words, by its willingness to not laugh when you see somebody just go into a propeller shaft to be shredded like wheat, to shoulder its responsibilities, to get my brother some beer.
She was just turning to grits.
I like grits. I have Rosalind make them for me every Sunday morning. Not shirk them. We are asked to think not merely of ourselves,
What?
The building's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
It's Lizzo, mother.
Oh god, not Lizzo.
but of our posterity. That noise. What the fuck is happening? Some might call it a miracle that my 61-year-old eyes can read this without being large. But miracles don't always happen. Can you make this any larger?
That's what she said.
We've already used that joke.
You can never overuse it.
We can never run a joke into the ground on this program. As, in the last possible split second, the helicarrier shudderingly ceases its precipitous plunge. That was almost propitious.
I was about to say.
And persnickety.
By dawn, everything is pretty much under control. The hypnotized shield agents are still under sedation, so the helicarrier is in the hands of an emergency relief crew. And on deck, thanks, Chi. We couldn't have done it without you. I'm a little confused, though. The widow said, Viper shot you. How come you ain't dead?
I deflected the bullet off my wristband. As I expected, the noise of the engines masked the sound of the ricochet. It was a simple matter. Then, to mime my death.
You know, I saw a hot chick from that other company do that. She looked better. But why?
The Black Widow needed to find her true self. I merely gave her the opportunity to do so. Basically, I was tired. It was nap time. Goodbye.
Elsewhere.
Hey, penny for your thoughts, Red? You're back to normal, aren't you?
I'm myself again, yes. Are
Glad?
you? Are you?
Glad to hear it, yeah.
I remember all that happened, my friend.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Nancy Rushman and you might have had something very special and beautiful.
But you're not her.
And my feelings aren't hers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, friends over you.
That's the second spider lady to steal one of my gimmicks in Jumper Down.
A little while later, he's on his way to find a cold shower, leaving the widow by herself on the gleaming titanium hull, thinking of what might have been.
Watch out below!
If she had stayed in New York City.
New York City!
Nope.
All her life, she has fought to be free, with the fierce passion and tempered steel strength of an eagle. Wondering why Zach feels he is above participating in group chants.
Because that's not Yelena. That's why.
Nobody cares what you think.
She's the better one.
Oh, of course he likes Yelena. She's known as the White Widow.
Aha!
Silly me for not thinking of that. She chose her road long ago, and she has never regretted it. Never looked back, secure in the knowledge that Michelle Pfeiffer is better looking as Catwoman than that annoying Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
But every choice has its price for the $1 million man. And she knows that what every eagle knows from birth, to fly free, you must fly alone.
And until the early 2000s, she said, screw that, I want some Bucky.
Or Daredevil.
Finn.
And that is our end.
And now you know why I have this as my icon.
She's not a widow. She's a cougar.
She definitely friend zoned him before
Right?
died.
Exactly.
Wah, wah, wah.
Two. And no, I am not from Paradise Island. And
Yep.
now let me pull this up. We want to ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. We have a great time reading. And if you like our readings, please consider supporting the Ko-Fi. If you drop $1, you can name a book and we'll read it. Hell, if it's something we read before and you want us to read it again, we'll do it. We
Or
are
therapy.
desperate.
What?
Or therapy. Please consider therapy.
Yeah.
If you drop $1, give us a holler. We'll read a story.
Mm-hmm.
Dollar makes us holler, honey boo boo child.
Or it's the Froggy's Beer Fund.
Yeah,
And that is it.
Did you hear Carter? It's for beer. For everyone.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, my fellow Americans.